Hi! And I am finally back, and it feels like forever since I've been in front of a camera, but it has taken me the whole day to get off my ass and finally decide to do my video, which I've pretty much been contemplating doing for the past 2 days because I am just so tired from all my plane flights, which took 2 days to get home, which is ridiculous, but I am finally back. I am also seriously struggling because I have been gone from -10 temperatures into 35-degree heat, and it is just getting too hot for me, especially because our aircon is down, so I am sweating like a pig in the library. But I will try to make this quick, even though I say that every time, and it is never really quick. I am currently reading Tricks, which my friend bought for me, who is Jessica from the blog She Was Too Fond of Books, and I'm about 200 pages in, and so far it is pretty good, but I'm guessing it's going to be an emotional roller coaster. Anyway, so the card that I picked today was Conquering Book Slumps, which I am not very good at myself, but I can try to offer some advice towards it. I've seen a few different definitions for book slumps, but for me it's pretty much when I'm not really in the mood to read any book that I pick up, whether I have heard great things about it, whether it's a genre that I love, and I just can't get through past them like 10-20 pages. I don't know if that's the same decision for you guys, but that's what it is for me. But I found a lot of people have said that a book slump to them is similar to a book hangover, but to me they are completely different because I get a book hangover because I loved a book so much that I can't get over it, and a book slump is just my body saying, "You're not going to read for a while, girl." So me and my team of masterminds here have devised a plan of 10 different ways to get out of reading slumps. And the mastermind behind the first one is Millie, she suggests that first of all you should just ride out the slump because sometimes you just can't get over it without time on your side. Reread one of your favourite books of all time. That's what I do. My favourite book of all time would have to be The Book Thief or Outlander, and pretty much I just toss up between them two. I either read the whole Book Thief or I read a few chapters of Outlander, and then it's usually enough for me to spiral back into my world of book devouring. Step away from the books. Just don't force yourself to keep on reading, because that's when you'll start to go, do I really want to keep reading books for a while? Maybe I should take a break from it. Instead, you should watch a movie or something else that's related to books in a kind of way, but isn't to do with actually holding it open and reading each sentence. So whether you will be writing a review for it, or whether you watched a movie that's a book-to-movie adaptation, or even just an audiobook, you could simply read a smaller book. So whether it was even a child's book or a teen section book, or just read a short story or something, and that will hopefully spark your mind to keep reading. One of my all-time favourites, and one that especially works well for me, is reorganising my bookshelves, and I have done that plenty of times to get over book slumps, because there's nothing greater than just touching books and holding books and smelling books and reorganising books, because you're just surrounded by books, and eventually it gets into your mind that you're destined to keep on reading them. Another great way is if you just plan out a wonderful day to read. So whether you got a book that you are hoping you're going to like, and you find a comfy chair with nice comfy pillows and a wonderful blanket to curl up into, or whether you went to the beach and sat there in the sand and tried to read the written word, something like that along those lines. Something that you know you're going to enjoy doing in a place that's comfortable for you and peaceful, and one that you can pretty much devote your time just to you and that book. You can do a book reading date, which is, I've done that before, I think 2 or 3 times, when I just pick a series with a friend and we'll both read them, and that way it kind of gives you a bit of healthy competition to see who can either finish the series first or just to keep up with them when you're reading different chapters. Go to the bookstore or a library because, as I've already stated, what's better than surrounding yourself around books? It's the best thing to kind of encourage you to keep on reading. Always keep a book with you or your Kindle, because you never know when that book slump is going to crack, and that's when you'll need a book right then. It could be your only open window. Make sure you have that book in your bag. Put it in. And for the mighty number 10, I recommend either reading an illustrated book or even a comic or manga, because, you know, they are seriously pretty great to get through, especially with all the pictures, which I know a book person shouldn't admit to, but sometimes just looking at pictures instead of reading words can also be just as great. And so there you have my top 10 ways of getting out of a book slump, but they are not always successful. I warn you now, do not hold that to my word, but, you know, they work for me. So if you have any ways of getting out of a book slump, you can either comment below, and I also have one dilemma. What book/series should I read next? We've got Memoirs of a Geisha, Underdogs, The Forest of Hands and Teeth, and The Winner's Curse. It would be seriously appreciated if you could leave a comment below, or to message me at my Tumblr, which I will leave a link to below as well. But anyway, that's pretty much it. So sayonara from me and Melly. Thanks for watching.